Good morning, St. Francis. It is Tuesday, September the 14th, 2021. Yes, it is the 24th week of the year and a Tuesday, but more importantly, it is the feast of the exaltation of the Holy Cross. On this day, either on this day in September or on another day in May, Helena, the mother of the Emperor Constantine, who basically makes Christianity legal in the Roman Empire, not the religion of the empire, that was one of his successors, Theodosius. Constantine's mother discovers what she understands or believes to be particles and pieces of the cross upon which Jesus was crucified. Again, it creates a tremendous stir amongst Christianity, and the cross is enshrined both in Constantinople and also in Rome. And so, again, we remember on this day when Constantine's mother discovered the cross and, again, made it an object of devotion and adoration within Christianity itself. Still coming to you. Still coming to you from the assignment for priest retreat here at Riceville Beach. Another glorious morning here at the beach. Hopefully, it is a glorious morning back in Raleigh. What happens on this day, on the Feast of the Holy Cross? Basically, we make a transition. Again, it is a subtle transition. It is 1 week before the autumn equinox. And so life begins to move from summer into fall more and more, into the end of our liturgical year and into the beginning of a new one. So again, with this Feast of the Holy Cross, we are reminded again of God's promises and the fulfillment of God's promises that awaits us as we move through time, again, a human construct, but also something that is made sacred because of its connection with Christ, connection with the life of Christ, connection with the experiences of Christ, connection with our own lives as believers, as brothers and sisters of Christ. And so on this day, we have some special readings that focus upon the fulfillment of these promises and what this cross represented. Again, the cross is not the end point. The empty tomb is the end point. We have to kind of reconcile that, because we focus a lot on the cross, we focus a lot on the suffering, we focus a lot on what Jesus did on the cross. The fact, though, that, again, a Christ who is dead cannot do anything. A Christ who is risen is the one who promises eternal life. And that is really where the gospel points to today in Jesus' discussion with Nicodemus. That, again, the Son of Man must be lifted up so that all people might have eternal life. And the reason why eternal life happens is because of God's love for the world. Again, the fact that the crucifixion occurred, yes, is something that remains central to our faith. But God does not punish us because of the crucifixion. God shows the crucifixion as a means to the greater glory that God then bestows upon not only Christ, but upon those of us who dare to believe. We wish to push God out of our lives in many ways. We wish to push the challenge of what Christ says out of our lives in many ways. We wish to basically just go about life as normal, and life without any kind of care or concern when it comes to looking at ourselves deeply and reflecting upon what it is that we do. The reality is that we cannot keep that up, and we cannot continue to do that, and it will never achieve anything in our own lives. The reality is always God needs to become part and center of who and what we are, part and center of what it means to live this life as a believer in this world. As our liturgical calendar begins to turn to focusing upon the fulfillment to come, the end of all things and the beginning of all things, we look upon this day and the cross itself as the beginning of that turn, as the beginning of those means that lead to life eternal, that lead to life that is fulfilling here and now and in this world to come. And may the Lord give you his peace.